Hello there, Internet. My name is DM Dragons, and we are here once again for the Golden Feathers of Tian Tang. I have my lovely group of people with me this evening, so we're going to get started. Without further ado, we're going to start on the bottom, and Mr. Bull, good evening.
So many jokes.
I know,
Um, yeah, no, that was solid.
it's
I'm
kind of
well.
kind of why I go there.
I have power tonight, so that's good. Uh, it's not storming right now. We'll call it a win.
Also good. Good for you. We are supposed to get that the rest of this week, so I'm looking forward to that. We've had 95 inches of rain in the last 3 weeks, so it's been great. I'm gonna go
I
over here.
lost power for 9 hours on Saturday from like a 30-minute
Oh,
storm.
fuck that.
Wow.
No. Nope. Nope, we ain't playing with that. Good evening there, Amador.
Oh, hello. Hello. Hi, I'm Amador. I play Reese. I'm a rogue. I do things. My brain hurts. Thank you.
You, man, like, just perfect, totally a Reese vibe right there. Just kind of, to the point, but all around it. Speaking of to the point, hi, Ty.
Hey everybody, I'm Ty. Well, I'm Damon, and this is Ty. I play Ty. Wait, I don't know.
I
Whatever.
don't know.
Hi, I'm your elf domain, light domain cleric. Um, yeah.
Yeah, love that. And certainly last, and certainly least, and certainly many things in this game so far, but none of those and all of those. Good evening, Dakota. How are you?
Wow. Hi. Hello. I'm Dakota Orshiro. I play Noct, an elf wizard thing. Damn.
Sometimes you just got to start with a little slap, okay?
Apparently.
I don't know what you did, but you did something. And I think Ty would approve.
Sure.
I mean, mostly. We're going to do a very brief recap. Our last episode basically was the crew traveling towards the town or village of Key. Uh, what they're going to do when they get there, I don't know. We're going to have to find out. But on the way, there was a lot of slapsticking and weird shit going on. There was some weird spices put on food that was prepared that may or may not have potentially caused a puke shitting
Yeah,
owl
that's fine.
problem. It's all fine here. It's totally fine. 100% fine. We had some visions while Ty was keeping watch. There was a something standing very far away in the distance at the edge of a lake while you were standing next to like a wooden railing type of thing.
Mhm.
And then, your old buddy over there, knocked, woke you up because it was his turn for watch. But you
Mhm.
weren't really asleep, you were just kind of daydreaming. Then, for a very long time, you did not trance, you fake tranced, hoping you would catch something, finding nothing, drifted off into trance.
Yeah.
And when you all awoke the next day, um, there was essentially a riot of these gloomstalker things like floating through the air, kind of away from Key, but away from you as well. And you all were wiping the sleep from your eyes, wondering just what in the hell you're going to do. So that was last episode. This is this episode. Hello, and take it away.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do, um, I'm gonna talk about the visions. So, um, because I don't know if they're related to what's coming, or maybe related to something or someone else. Yeah. So I will. Uh, our DM gave basically the description that I have written down in my wonderful notes here of what happened. Um, so I don't know. Lights and shooting stars and a vision of a person, a figure standing um, a ways near the lake. Um, I'm not sure what it means. We're near a lake because Key near a lake?
Yep, it's right on the lake.
Yeah. So it could be related to what we have here or will have here. But I don't know. I meant to do spells. That was the thing I meant to do.
Fair.
But yeah.
Open that. Don't know why I didn't open that. Put that over there. So does anyone else have anything they'd like to say in this particular instance? Or what's everybody else think about Ty's vision time?
Is this the first weird vision that? And sorry, this is a meta or yeah, I'm still
Above the table question?
Yeah. Is this the first vision that's happened since Noct you got like rejected by the artifact you were trying to get in tune with?
I believe so.
I think so.
Since
I
the space
believe-
shelling, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
I think, and I know that I was perhaps more supportive than you, Ty, of Noct's seasoning that we had yesterday, but I do think it is fair to note that you may have recently had some hallucinogenic substances. I don't know if that has anything to do with the vision, but it is important to know.
Wait, when did he have hallucinogenic?
Game time, that was like yesterday when you seasoned his food.
No, he didn't eat that.
I didn't. Yeah. You may have seasoned it. I didn't
I
eat
thought
it.
I thought you did the first.
Oh, I
time.
thought you ate it.
He
Oh,
was,
shit.
He was the only one that didn't eat it.
Oh,
Because
shit.
all
Yeah.
of
I
them got
don't-
seasoned the first time.
I
think.
always ate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reese always eats it. Graham has eaten it.
Okay. Well, how
Uh,
did we not get visions?
I could
Honestly,
say
I feel cheated.
Dad, I want a vision. How come Ty got one?
You gave us Stardust Noct, and neither of us get visions.
I don't think that's
Golly.
what the seasoning is
Takeaway
for.
here.
I don't think the hallucinations are from the. I mean, if you are
That's fair.
hallucinating from the seasoning, we may need to have another conversation.
Oh, I'm fine.
Have you had visions before? Is this a common occurrence for people that are in tune with that?
What a way to say that. God damn.
That. Oh, wow. We need to have another like. I keep like writing down the conversations that we need to have at some point. Religion.
It's
and
about
faith.
this long now.
Yeah. Our visions common? No, they're not common. Usually, in some instances, it's for the most pious, most faithful of the religion, as it were. And I'm speaking in general. Wait, before you answer the question.
You get that
thinking-
fucking ruler. You're like, mm? Mm?
Speaking in general terms, for specifically me, I've only had a few, and they have only been when in corporation with what we've been doing. So that's why I'm
curious.
bringing it to y'all's attention, because it was a.
So, if I may, one question, Noct. Ty, you and I both have researched and studied a lot.
Mhm.
You, by far and large, know more on the more deistic side of things than I do. My one and only, we'll call it experience with a vision that I had was, a week ago, by the pond with that mildly terrifying gentleman. I only have that one experience, so I don't know how it works when you may have had multiple. I feel like that moment with him, everything that I was seeing felt like him. It felt like if I were to have an encounter with another astral being, or whatever it may be, it's like there was a signature of him,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
The vision felt like him. So did the vision that you experience now feel like any of the others that you have had? Does it feel like there's any connection, or is this something new?
That's a good
That's
question.
a great question.
That's a good question,
It took me a
DM.
long time to get there. I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand.
Hmm.
Just really quick, Ty. How do you measure faithfulness? You said like the most devout and faithful. How do you?
Oh boy.
Is that a quantifiable?
I think the measure is 10% of your pay.
I always thought it was hours work. No.
Wait, are you being paid for your?
It's time and
No,
a half
no,
on
You
holidays.
you support you support the the people with 10% of your pay, and that's what makes
Right.
it good.
Yeah, yeah,
And there's
yeah.
like these 2 holidays you have to go to
cheers.
with your family. That's what measures it.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to say that it was based on how much you donate to the church. Like that's what
I mean,
That was the 10%. The 10% was the
there's-
tithing joke.
The 10% was a tithe joke. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
got what
10%.
I
got
knew.
what Graham was
I
putting
knew.
down. I knew what Graham was putting
Fuckers.
down. Like that, yeah.
Nope.
Anyway, because we could have a whole separate conversation about that. That-
I've now
Pass
derailed
the
us.
plate. Pass the
I've
plate.
derailed us
Oh,
2 directions.
no.
I'm very sorry.
Pass the plate.
religious trauma.
Oh boy.
But
Jeez, yeah.
to speak to your question, Knocked, it is not quantifiable in a tangible way.
But this like entity or being that you pray to chooses and doles out visions and whatever
One could
else
say that, yes.
based on faithfulness.
In a way, yes,
So,
but it's not always the most faithful. Sometimes it's the least faithful to guide them on a path. Sometimes it is in the heat of a moment that one may have a vision. Damon is getting really like, hi, religious trauma. We're just talking all the shit right now.
You can go in a different direction if you
got
need
any
to.
triggers I shouldn't
No, no,
poke at? You need to-
No.
Yeah,
This is
I
fine.
would love to know so that we can go that way.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm just like going, yeah. I'm sitting here having a
I
conversation.
remember that.
Like,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Um,
Damon's having flashbacks to conversations when he was in middle school. Anyway,
so what if that's the case, what do you think the purpose of this vision is for you? Do you think you are of the side that is wholly devout and faithful, or do you think this is meant to set you on a path to improve your faithfulness?
Enlightenment, if you will.
you're not going to like this answer, but yes.
Elaborate.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's
As
both.
in you don't want to, or you can't?
It's both.
Yeah, I think that's a private conversation, and if Ty doesn't want to have that conversation.
No. It's not that it's a private conversation. It is
Well,
both.
I mean, a private conversation as in to yourself. That's not something you
Oh,
have to
well,
discuss
that's true.
with
Yes.
others.
But the idea behind visions can often be they are leading you on a path that you need to follow if you so choose to.
That's what
it
makes
can
me
also
curious, is if you felt like you were led on a path with the earlier visions, did this
So-
feel like the same path?
that's I think
Not to
So-
detract from this very important talk, but just really quickly, Ty, why are you so faithful? What drives you to this faith? What makes you desire belief? Why is that what you? Is it something that you cling to? Why is it something you cling to?
You are asking very big questions, Noct, that in this moment and in this time, I don't think we have time for.
Nock just throws up his arms.
Sorry, Knock.
That
Today
is a-
you're on the limousine streak.
That is a larger dialogue conversation that speaks to the core of who I am. And
Right.
I do not have the hours or longer to discuss that with you as we
Have
are
we-
in this
have-
moment and at this time.
Noct is gonna look at Bull or Graham just really quick. Have we talked about the time as a river thing? Have we brought that up?
Yes, we have discussed that.
Right.
I feel like you tell that to everybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
What it is?
Noct, you're good with magical artifacts, right?
Sometimes.
I'm gonna just throw my sending stone discreetly, like towards the woods, from wherever we're standing. Like, I think there's an artifact that way. Noct, could you do me a huge?
Can I
favor
roll
and see if
fucking
it's gonna curse
perception
us?
really quick? This motherfucker.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm just worried it's gonna curse us.
You know, how about at disadvantage because I like fun things.
I just think it might curse us.
Fucker. You son of a bitch. Why don't you roll your fucking deception, you asshole?
Is this opposed?
Yeah, it is. I'm making it opposed.
Love this moment for you all.
What am I rolling for then?
You are doing
Sleight of hand.
deception.
Okay.
I would argue sleight of hand.
You could also make an argument for sleight of hand 100%.
I mean, either's gonna be great. We got like 13.
Okay, I got an 18 on the first roll.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one? Yes.
All right. So the second roll is a fucking 3. But fuck you. I'm using Chronal Shift. You can
Oh,
That was
that's
You heard his.
bullshit.
You heard his
Oh.
feelings.
You heard
Makes
his
me happy.
feelings. He's using he's using his limited abilities to
So
clock that you're lying.
that's right.
Something.
That's right. I got a 13 on the die for a 19 total.
I wasn't lying. In my defense, there is a magical artifact over there now.
Yeah. I just watched you throw it, motherfucker.
I didn't know if it was safe to hold on.
I'll be lucky if I tell you where it's at, bitch.
As you say that, Noct is just gonna narrow his eyes at you and not say anything and just walk past. And you'll hear muttering. What happens if I break it? I'm just gonna
Would have been hilarious if he'd have just like mage handed it back over to you while he walked away.
No. If he wants me gone, I'll leave. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's
I
fair.
was trying to give you something to do.
Yeah,
Here you
so
go,
I'm gonna
fuckles.
I'm gonna go over and grab the sending stone, pull out a mortar and pestle, and do my best to make sending stone dust.
With that being said, I'm trying to think. The
Good.
question was, do I believe that the visions are connected?
Yes. Sorry.
Hmm.
Noct.
I would say.
Most of the
Roll intellect or history or intellect if you'd like. For either one of those is fine.
Okay, we'll do history.
Could I offer? Yeah, I was gonna ask for curiosity's sake if I could offer help in that with history specifically. He's already told me about his other visions, so I could sit down and brainstorm with him and talk through the other visions that he's had feasibly and give him an additional perspective.
I would say that is a fair argument, and the DM will allow it.
Okay,
Let's do.
cool. Dirty 20 on history.
So it's less about the visions being like exactly the same, or but you know without a doubt that the subject matter or thing, focal point, person is always the same, or at least incredibly similar.
Okay. Always the same.
So
And then to piggyback on that,
mhm.
it's been feeling related to the tea lady is where my brain went. It's often been related to her.
Uh-huh.
And that's where like what I'm recalling from my visions has been like the tea lady, and potentially above that, what we've learned recently with wow, Bahamut. God, words are hard. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting. So if this vision that I just had is accurate, should our plan be to go to the lake? Because
One
that's
could
what
make
it
a
seems
choice
to be.
from that.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be drawing me to.
Out of character, weren't we gonna go capture something too? Wasn't that on the list?
Yeah, we're gonna go put a ghost in the Pokeball.
Yeah, the idea was to do we did a clay, not clay. Well, it was clay, I
Yeah, we
guess.
made
A
it.
Yeah,
bottle.
it was
claystone.
Yeah, we
'Cause you
made
threw
like
a bunch of
a
stuff-
demon sealing fucking jar, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you made essentially what equates to probably like a magic jar spell or bigger than that. But
You almost
Yep.
turned it into a grenade.
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead.
Almost. Almost.
Into it.
It was almost
Yeah, I
good for an
think-
explosion.
but
So-
I mean, go ahead, Graham.
Do you feel trying to frame my thoughts? I think if that is where it feels like it's leading you, I trust you, and that's the direction we should go at the end of the day. If this feels the same as the other ones, and I know you've had the time to process and think about the other visions that you had, and you felt confident in the path that it was on, that taking you on, that if it's continuation, I trust you, I'm with you. Simultaneously, I do think we need the information about the shadows. How far? I don't know what our trajectory looks like. Would that put us off course? Could we just kidnap? Could we like swing by and kidnap a shadow on the way to the lake?
Well, there's a bunch of gloomstalkers like flying over the lake.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, we can do it this time. We can have a nice little picnic at the lake and kidnap a shadow.
I don't know about a picnic.
Oh, I'm gonna picnic. I've got cured
would-
meats.
Beautiful.
I would prefer a Graham swinging hammer, considering
I have
what
two
we're going
hands.
up against. You do have two hands. That is
Hammerhead.
despite a
I
piece,
swear
and
you
then
piece of jerky.
Jerky swing! Jerky swing!
I mean, multitasking is a thing.
I mean, yes.
so
I think we can accomplish both. If you feel good about going towards the lake, then I don't have a better option. I don't think we come up with a better idea of where to go from here. So knock the Reese if either of you.
What?
Oh, how did the pestle go?
I'm looking for mushrooms.
Is that how you make seasoning?
Sure.
I feel like the ground up.
Tony!
I feel like the ground up cinnamon
Yeah,
stone
what?
looks like
What?
seasoning
What do
to
you
the meat
want?
now.
Can I roll nature to look for mushrooms?
oh my god,
You sure as fuck can, bucko. Go right ahead.
Can you conjure a pig, like one of those truffle finding pigs,
oh god.
to hunt out mushrooms for you?
I got a 17.
Fuck yes.
Roll a D100.
Worth pointing out, if you would like, I would choose to believe I would have read something about botany while I was in the library.
I would say that would be probably accurate. Along with being a lawyer.
Yes. 73.
73. Okay. You find hey Ty, pick a color.
Blue.
You find 73 blue and purple mushrooms in your journey.
What the fuck are these? Do I know what these are?
You have no fucking idea what they are.
Maybe
Are
you would
they-
ask first.
I'm gonna
I'm sorry.
handle them with care.
Are
No
they
idea.
caps? Are they
Yeah,
wood?
what
Are
do
they
look
shelf
like?
mushrooms? Are they
They are. If you've ever seen the ones that like grow on the side of a tree or like kind of
Table mushrooms.
upwards from like almost like an ear.
Yeah, those are cool.
like a lion's mane or a chicken of the
Yeah,
wood?
kind of like a lion's mane. Yeah,
All right, well, I'm gonna pick all of
and
these.
it's blue and purple with these like interesting like vein like patterns.
Oh, I gotta add a custom item. Give me a second.
Please do. So excited to hear what this is. Yes,
And purple.
purple shrooms.
When
I
you
mean
cut
mushrooms.
it open, does it turn blue?
Ooh.
It goes from purple to blue, actually.
All right, cool.
I would
These are
not
all
eat
my favorite
those.
colors.
Oh my god.
I'm not as Graham is calling me. I'm gonna come back holding a mushroom and just kind of looking at it.
Those are gorgeous. Sorry. Looking at pictures of mushrooms. Sorry.
Yes,
I'm sure they are dangerous, but they are
they are
pretty.
probably.
What?
Oh, we were
Graham?
going to go kidnap the shadow if you wanted to join us.
That is
We
dangerous.
made the jar together. You put a lot of stuff in this jar. Kind of terrifying.
That is true.
What
Does
is
anybody
it,
know what this
shadow?
is?
No? Does
Ooh.
it taste good?
I haven't tried it yet.
Hold on. That's a medicine check from Ty. Or
Should I taste it?
please don't taste it.
Ooh, are you gonna lick the mushroom? Are you gonna lick the shroom?
I have advantage
yet.
against poison.
You have a. Do you have advantage?
Wait,
Anyways, I can't say
Hold
that
on.
on the
How fucking
internet.
tall are you? I don't know if it's
Uh,
feasible for you to lick the mushroom that I'm holding.
I think. I'm 4'5".
I have
I mean, it's at like chest height. I'm 6 feet tall.
I can stand on the jar.
Hurts.
Or I can
Just
throw a
hurts.
hammer up and just ride a hammer like it's Mary Poppins' kite on the way down.
God bless it.
Yeah.
I got a
You got a
17 on medicine
17 on medicine.
or 16 with technically for nature.
Okay.
That's probably what this is more on.
So, in your reading of botany and fungi and all those, things here in the, the world,
Dude, some fungi.
yep, some fungi.
It's a fun guy.
You've never read about a colorful mushroom that didn't at least have some kind of interesting property to it.
Right. So I will say that before you lick it, I will Graham, before you go licking random mushrooms that we find in the woods near
Oh, please
a
just do
forest
it.
full of just understand that most of the time when the colors are bright, there is something poisonous there.
Fine. It's fine.
I am not going to yuck your yum, but by all means, I am giving you the
See-
information.
Anybody within 5 feet of the mushroom, could you please roll a Constitution saving throw?
I mean, I'm
Probably
holding
all
it,
of us.
so,
I think that's all of us. Yeah.
Bad. 8 on the die.
Ooh,
I got a
Uh,
15.
15. Okay.
14.
8.
8. Okay.
You say Constitution saving?
Yeah.
Mhm.
15.
Oh, no,
Okay.
15.
Okay. Anybody above a 10.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, 19.
But not me.
Anybody above a 10 is fine. Noctis standing there with this mushroom, and it's that is a crazy smell. I don't know what the hell that is. That's that. Ty,
I'm gonna put it down lower for Graham at that point.
Ty, you
I'm trying to make up for being a dick. I think it's gonna kill me.
you
Yes.
you feel I don't know, you feel like hot, like it's hot, like you're
you
sweaty.
As you start
Like,
lowering
just
the mushrooms, I'm gonna
real-
start sliding open the jar.
Just
Is it? Like,
sweaty, just hot. Like you're
Oh,
real
I think we
hot.
should put them in the box.
I like it suddenly
Let's
Sweating.
let the
Sweating.
shadow creatures try.
and
Let's let the shadow
and-
creatures try it first.
No. We are not making fungal shadowy spawn. We are not doing
Oh,
that.
come
We're
on.
not starting fucking Last of Us zombies.
Well,
We're
should we
not-
just
no.
leave the mushrooms here for now, and we can go get a shadow?
Hell
and grab them
no.
on the way back.
Somebody
Okay,
lick
well,
the
what would you like to do with the
mushroom.
mushrooms?
We're gonna put them in. We're
I
gonna put them in
picked
a
off
bag, and we're
like-
gonna seal it up, and we're gonna take it the fuck with us.
armored and
That's
stuff
fine.
in like 2 minutes, trying on, putting back on.
Ty, what are you doing?
It's so hot. It's really hot.
I'm looking
Okay,
around.
let's
What's
put
the
the
weather
mushrooms in a
like?
bag.
Oh, it's
Put them in
like
a bag.
a nice crisp fall morning.
Whew. Anyone
Mid
else?
50s.
You want a mushroom, Ty?
Could
No.
we put the mushrooms in a bag, please?
Yeah, who's got a
You
bag?
you get this like really strange, cool breeze sensation when he waves the mushroom towards you.
Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna roll. Odd even.
enticingly?
Uh,
Grab.
Oh,
Just
Okay.
immediately grab and
okay.
Excuse me?
cool. Because it's cold. I need to cool down.
Okay.
Ate the
so
mushroom.
yes, you could.
So
have,
two
you could have
things.
said that
Two
you wanted a
things.
mushroom.
One, I need one of your teammates to roll a d6.
Yo, I got you. You took it from me. I got you. 4.
Hot. Oh,
4. Okay, odd or even.
Odd.
Okay. Ty shrinks. You got a 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. First, Ty, you shrink by 4 feet.
Hey, buddy.
oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Oh, 4 feet? I am now
Yeah.
1'11".
Hey, Logan.
Beautiful.
2 feet. Less than 2
Mm.
feet.
Now, I need you to roll another d6.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh dear. Hold on. We're gonna grab another D6. 4.
A 4? Ooh, okay. You watch as the little 1 foot something Ty, who's now beep beep sneep deep deep like that, falls over face first
Boom.
and is now snoring loudly.
Do you think this has to do with the vision and the piety?
Oh my God, I hate you.
This is related.
I don't think it is. I think it's the mushrooms you ate.
Have you
So
seen these
that's-
mushrooms before?
Nope. Nope.
Do you want to try one and
I-
see if this, like, for science, to see if this
Do
is
you
what
have
happens?
more? Can we put them away, please?
Yeah, I have like 70 more. I
would
picked
li-
I picked the whole forest clearing.
Could we please put them away?
Yeah, they're wrapped up in a cloth right now. Do you?
Okay, we should probably
But out of curiosity, I think it needs to be tested by someone.
I think it does, but maybe not right now.
Well, are you busy with something else? As he looks at Ty on the ground, past him.
I feel like we should address this situation first.
Oh,
I'm gonna medicine check on Ty. Figure out if I need to start trying to figure out how to heal him.
Go right ahead.
Grim, what are you looking for?
I'd just like to make sure he's okay. That's gonna be a 16.
It just kind of looks like you're going through his pockets. What are you?
He seems to be snoring like he's like asleep or catatonic or something.
Well, seems
What
like
does
a good
Reese
time
think
for
of
a
all
short rest.
this?
It's kind of lost in the sauce right now.
Reese, do you want a mushroom?
You eat a mushroom, Reese?
No, I won't eat a mushroom.
No, no more,
I-
no more shit beaking.
No more shit beaking. I've learned my lesson. We're gonna wake them up anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like for him to wake up so we can go get our shadow, and I'm not going to do that without him.
To wake him up.
I'm gonna kind of like poke Ty. Ty.
Oop. More snoring.
Hey, what time is it right now?
Should I shake him awake?
It's
Like-
morning.
8:30.
Did we eat breakfast?
I don't think we did.
Do you guys
No.
want some? Do you guys want some breakfast?
I'm gonna ask a question before we keep going because I just realized something. Was this a magical sleep? Because I'm technically immune to magical sleep as a
That would be nice.
Sure.
Is it
So-
magically medical? It is a mushroom. Just
Oh, it is magically medical. I'll tell you that right now.
So I'm
All right,
technically
Ty.
immune to magical sleep. So, but I will say it did. We'll put it like this. I think
You. Go ahead.
it affects because of it wasn't a falling asleep. I'm just unconscious.
Perfect.
Like hurt unconscious?
Like
conscious.
maybe he's just unconscious, and you'll see what happens.
It will yeah.
I feel you, man. I do. Don't go eating crazy shit. You know, I've been there.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Fey realm is calling. Is call. Anyways,
Ty is having the best dream.
the best, only the best. Kind of being like dreams ever, which are not,
What?
I said, and I'm not there.
Yes.
right. 100% not there.
Everyone's there except Noct. Noct is like the
True.
sky. Noct is the sky, man.
So,
Oh my god.
what do you guys want to do while we wait for Ty to finish napping?
I guess make breakfast.
Oh, so we are hungry.
Nothing
Sure.
with mushrooms. I
Nothing
think
with
I'll
mushrooms.
just have some of my cured meats.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Graham and try to make cured meats and other breakfast materials.
Yeah. I
Perfect.
I can roll survival if we need, but I just need.
Nope. Just tell me how you do it. There's no need for rolls on that.
I'm gonna go get some quail eggs. I got pockets full of cured meats.
Yeah, meat and eggs, 100%. Does anybody want some seasoning early in the morning?
I'll have to pass this one time.
If you see me at the grill, I am literally just like pulling prosciuttos and stuff out of pockets
Okay, Graham.
and placing it. into
And
one.
just very quietly as we're sitting here, Graham, hear me out. Normally, when you cook things,
Mhm.
different things happen, right? Like you can cook toxins and whatnot out of things, right? That's a thing that you can do. Shut up,
Don't
Ty.
do it. I'm asleep. I don't know. I'm not asleep. I'm just.
I
We
You're
could try.
unconscious.
We could try,
I think not.
but how are we gonna know what it does if we don't try?
Hey, can I see that sending stone?
How do you know it's a sending stone?
Anyways, would you like some meat?
Reese is like in the middle of that, like just holding a plate, like
Damn.
Reese's just hungry.
my
y'all.
friends are so nice to each
Uh-huh.
other.
100%. Graham turns around to like give Reese food, and I throw a mushroom in the pot. Like 100%.
Oh,
I just want to see what it does when it cooks. That's all I want.
I'll
I
take
just
it.
want to know what it does.
We're like,
Can
let's
any
go
of
do
us
this
read
Hey,
thing.
hey, Ty, roll me a D100.
I was given a mushroom.
You're so terrible.
These are the people who are supposed to save the world. by
I'm
the way.
so sorry. We've been here for like half an hour, and I fucked around with a mushroom for like 15 minutes. It's my bad. My bad, T.
35.
35. Okay, give me 1 second. Just 1 second.
Do any of us have the ability to ritual cast identify on the mushroom and egg pot to
Nope.
see
Yeah.
what it is?
I do.
I
Will
don't.
that inform you as to what it does? Because I'm not going to eat the mushroom and egg pot.
I mean, I'm mostly curious if it has like a reaction or something. I'm not expecting us to eat it.
Oh, that's fine.
No.
I would just like for none of us to have to sample it.
I'm kind of hoping it just turns out to be like a good cooking material, like for some fucking reason.
Okay.
Okay. So, Ty, thank you for that 35. That was so beautiful.
You're welcome.
Knocked. Did it cook it out? Did it not cook it out? You're pretty sure it cooked it out.
So it's just like a seared
Sure.
mushroom.
Pretty sure. Oh yeah, it's just, kind of nice on both sides. Edible,
Are there
if you
any
will.
Animals around we can be.
Oh my
Not to do
god.
animal testing.
Oh wow.
I said that before I thought about it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
I
fine
say
here.
both above the table and on the table.
It's up. As long as it's around the table.
Both me and my character say that.
Right. So,
Mhm.
I hear the gears turning.
What?
There's no gears turning.
Are we,
Mhm.
I'm trying to. Are we? Is the mushroom?
I'm waiting on
thing
Knocked.
Done.
I don't know. Is it done? 45 minutes.
I have a really dumbass idea.
I mean, tell you what, I'm going to listen to your dumb. Does it require my input in the next 45 seconds?
Probably.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm gonna polymorph myself into a pig and eat it.
Honestly, I
This
did
is
ask
real
him if he could make a
gameplay.
I asked him if he could make a truffle pig earlier.
I'm scared.
Okay.
And I'm not
Okay.
even awake yet.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let's see. Let's see.
We already let him cook.
Why
This is what we
don't
got to.
you, in my 45 seconds of absence here, just let everybody know what this pig looks like and how you eat this truffle? I'll be
Oh,
right
I'm
back.
so excited for this.
Dude, it's just a fat fucking pig, like a super round pink body with a little like tiny little
Chunky boy.
squirrely tail. That this is the best interpretation of a pig that he got from a book, right? It's got like half of its ears kind of flopping out, and the snout's just a little bit too short.
I can't
Aw.
believe Ty's not awake for this.
Oh yeah. Dude, 100% I'm eating this thing and I'm gonna go cuddle up next to Ty as a pig.
Oh my
100%.
god.
Reese,
I have.
Ty is going to be convinced that you and I hallucinated this.
Yeah.
Are we on the same page? Is this happening?
Yeah. Our
Is the
our
pig real?
the pig is
Reese?
real. Our safe
I'm now
word.
having an ego death.
Our safe word for if things like this happen and it's really happening is jalapeno.
Truffle.
Okay.
Truffle. Yeah, truffle. That's how we
From
know
the,
it's
from
real.
the back, if you guys were watching, you just see Noct like sitting over the pot and like his head tilt, and then there's a pig there. Like there's no.
And neither of us have speak with animals, and we can't communicate with you anymore.
I'm just like jaw
I can
dropped.
understand you, but I can't
Uh,
talk to you.
I'm like putting
okay.
food in my mouth, but then it just falls out because my jaw is just open.
What's really fun about this is, whereas Ty fell asleep or passed out or whatever and, shrank and, hee hee ha ha. Truffle Pig eats said truffle and
Cooked truffle.
over to Ty and goes to lay down. And upon laying down, you blink, and then you're like, "Oh, do me a favor, Ty. Roll me another d6, please."
Okay, here we
What
go.
is this pig gonna get?
No, no.
1.
So,
1.
Dakota, your pig is now 10 feet tall
Oh,
and is
Wait.
squishing the 1 foot tall Ty.
what do you mean by 10 feet tall? Do you mean like 10 feet in length or like a 10-foot tall, like 20?
No,
foot
we're
tall?
we're talking like maximum fat sausage here.
We went from
Oh.
being a medium farm animal to a
Animal
large
to
So
a very large.
I turned
very
into, like,
large.
king of the forest pig over here.
Correct. You are now a
You
mammoth pig.
If the law of squares did not apply
just-
here, you would be like a thermonuclear bomb.
just
as a
really
pig that had
quick,
grown to that
as I'm
size.
fucking massive, I'm gonna let out a goddamn oink that like echoes through the mountain range. Just the loudest.
Every
fucking-
shadow is now flying towards us.
Those shadows are like, "Do you guys hear a pig?" So stupid.
I can't.
It's a 6. You're fucking lucky.
Also, Reese and I would be deafened for like the rest of the series.
Oink, 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 oink. Quite terrible.
I permanently lost my hearing.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
I
I'm
can't hear out of my left side.
I'm a massive.
Why
pig.
are my eyes bleeding?
So,
Why do I taste blood in my
It
ears?
hurts.
Ty, as you're laying there unconscious, you begin to like fall. You fall and you fall and you fall and you fall. It's like dark, little streaks of light here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, like lightning,
Mm-hmm.
something like hits you in the side.
Ah.
And then it hits you again from the other side.
Ah.
And then one more time. And it hits you so hard. You know how like when you're falling asleep,
Mm-hmm.
and some of us, not all of us, but most of us, right as you fall asleep, sometimes you have that like jolt of lightning through your body and you like wake
Yep.
up for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Picture that.
Uh-huh.
And you wake up to see a pink flap of pig ass rolling over you as your air starts to get squeezed from your
Ah!
body. Make a dexterity saving throw as a 1'11" Ty.
Oh God, this is fun. I'm a tiny creature. Am I tiny now, or am I just?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, that's right. You're tiny. I'm fucking massive.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Oh God! Ow! You dumbass.
Okay. You
Sorry.
said dexterity saving throw. Oh, kitty. Dexterity.
Yeah. He tried to crawl up my
Um,
chest and fell backwards and used his claws to hold himself in place. I don't have a thigh now.
That's a 12.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's a
8
pig.
plus 4.
Probably be fine.
I don't know if I
You
can.
lose 3 hit points as the pig squashes the shit out of your little tiny foot as you drag it out from underneath.
Did he make it out, or do I need to go in there?
You made it out.
Okay.
So in Ty's world, he ate a mushroom, passed the fuck out, and then woke up to fat ass just a sheet of
Also,
I
you would
can't-
have no idea. Situationally, you would have no idea yet that you were a foot tall. Because like a massive pig's a massive pig.
Yes.
Either way,
That's a
when
good
you're
point.
waking up from being unconscious. So now you don't
Yeah.
know if you're unconscious and Godzilla's in front of you, or if it's just a really big pig. So when you finally come to and realize Godzilla pig now isn't
Zilla
bugging
pig.
There's just a fucking wall of pink, dude.
the sky
There's
of pig.
nothing- There's nothing but like a wall of like pig flesh just like coming towards me.
Right. Right.
Whenever you look up and see me and Reese, we're giants now. And then you have to process that you're a foot tall. I'm
This
just
is-
watching the mental picture of confusion.
I think this is the most insane I've ever been in D&D. I think this might
Let me
be it.
think.
I think
Let me
this
think.
might.
Okay.
You
cool.
might have reached the pinnacle. Now, my question is do you guys remember in like animes and things like that, in that moment of like realization where like they get the little cross sign or hashtag sign, and then like it turns kind of half gray when they get that realization? I pictured that being 1 foot tall Ty.
Ty wakes up to a wall of pig flesh. I'm literally
Nice.
writing that in my notes.
I got you, buddy.
Uh,
Could be a word pig. You don't know.
oh boy, this is not going to be fun.
Go, tiny Ty.
We're gonna do, yeah. I don't know what this is, and I'm just waking up. Am I thinking? Am I thinking? Am I thinking straight? Let's find out.
I don't know.
Oh, that went away. I got to find that at some point.
Don't run away.
No. Yeah.
That's fair. In this
Hey,
moment.
pig knocked.
Dude, what's
Make a
up?
dexterity saving throw.
Dude, what the fuck is a pig's dexterity modifier?
So a pig in the dexterity modifier for a pig in 5e is +0.
0. I was gonna say probably a 0.
This says +2.
I don't know what fucking pig you're looking at,
Just
Oh,
a
maybe I'm looking at-
pig.
That's a crazy pig.
right? That's like
Hero level
combat pig.
You've seen a pig
Are you
run?
look- Are you looking at a boar?
I'm looking at a homebrew page that says +0.
Well, there.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
pulling
that.
up. This is
Also,
whatever.
like
We're just gonna roll
endothermically,
straight. It's fun.
you would not be a well surviving pig once you were 10 feet tall.
No.
That's true. That's terrible.
Straight
Your
roll
legs
is a
would be
16.
shorter than the curvature of your stomach. You would have to,
Okay,
like,
so you said 16?
Yeah.
You succeed. So you're only gonna take half
There's no-
damage.
There's no way a pig has more than like 2 hit points, right?
They have 5.
I've been sitting on this for a while.
Yep.
Tony, Graham's gonna just go get him.
What are you
Go for it. I'm
Regardless of the outcome of this, I would like to initiate the process of, and given the sizings at play, I don't even need to dash or anything. I would just like to run
Oh.
my ass in and swoop
So-
Ty as I run.
So you take 5 fire damage. It's a burning
Pretty sure that
hand
breaks
from-
the polymorph.
Yeah, it would. If you only have 5 hit points. Yeah.
beautiful.
So 5 fire
So-
damage.
Now the question is
Oh.
this a magical effect or is it physiological? Because if it's physiological, then it probably goes away. If it's magical, then I don't know.
Pig ass goes away. Really giant knocked takes his place.
Okay,
Oh
so
no.
they're magical shrooms. All right.
Wow. Whoa. Oh my god.
No, not Kermit!
my. Oh my.
What the fuck?
While I'm carrying you away, and I've just got you like slowed in my arm like a bag of groceries at this point as we run from massive knock.
Ashley on
Bust
paperboard, come
out
deliver me some
laughing.
good news.
Yes.
The second I hear your voice, I am going to drop you.
So real quick, am I still
And
10
cannot
times my
stop
normal
laughing.
size?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm 60 feet tall. All right.
Yeah, laying sideways in the forest with trees
Full boat.
basically in your
the middle of
face.
the forest.
Gods protect us. What the fuck is going on here?
There's so
Out
much
of-
to talk about,
Out of
buddy.
out of
I
morbid
wish I could
curiosity,
see.
what happens if a 60-foot tall guy just like takes a deep breath and just exhales into a forest, like just
You're doing science.
because I've got to roll with this. Grom's gonna look up at Massive Noct and look down at Tiny Ty. Okay, well, honestly, I think I can work with this. I think we can work with this.
Yeah.
He can reach the shadows right now.
He can.
right?
Wait, my firebolt is huge.
So with him this tall, he can probably just grab a shadow. Ty, and you can still cast. I'll just keep you with me. I can make a thing for you to sit on. You
I'm
know,
not a baby.
so I know, but I don't know how long this is gonna last, and we do have things to do.
Yeah, we have a world to save, guys.
So we'll
This
just
was
make-
not on
I'm
my
gonna
bingo
make-
card, guys.
I'm gonna make like a saddle thing so you can still cast. We got this, and hopefully Noct we can wake up and then grab a shadow. Bing bang boom.
I think
Reese, is this good? Can you work with this?
I don't know at this point.
This is where we are, so I think we just gotta seize the moment.
We kind of just gotta go with it.
Noct is
I
doing
think
his
we
best
may-
to cause hurricane winds in a forest right now.
I for sure believe this is as worse as it can get.
The air
it's
is
gotta be
purely a
funny.
green powder now.
So let's do this, and I'm gonna start crafting together a shoulder harness for Ty to run on. So we can
Sure.
wake up.
Fucking
Noct and
roll
finish
me a
this.
whatever tool proficiency you have.
I got it. I'm gonna be making a metal.
Sure.
What is what is Swift or what does Smith's tools use?
Smith is probably strength, wouldn't it be? Because Thieves' Tools is finesse, so that's dexterity. Put your strength. I don't care. Go for
Strength's
it.
a +8, so
That's fine. Hit it and get it.
13 on the die, 21 before additional modifiers.
Yeah, you craft the most amazing in the moment harness for Ty to be straddling your body.
Awesome. I'm glad we made that.
I'm gonna win.
Set Ty up
I'm
there, I
uncomfortable.
guess. I am too, buddy, but honestly, we've just got to get through this. We don't have to talk about it ever again, but I just...
please don't.
Noct
I
is
think I'm
taking
losing
mental
it.
pictures. Noct is just looking at you both with a giant raised eyebrow. Just one
Yeah.
big ass fucking eyebrow.
Literally gonna look. I'm gonna be like, look. I've been struggling with the fact that I have a relationship in some way, form, and fashion with a hammer, and that not making me insane. So whatever's happening right now, I might be losing it a little bit, and I'm just trying to get through the
I
end of this.
think we all had some of the mushrooms. That's
this-
what
I
I'm
think
This
we may
isn't-
have time.
This isn't normal. This is not a normal thing that's happening right now.
No, not. This is not normal. I shout since you're across the forest from us.
literally. I don't know if you will ever hear
7.
me.
You're still fine.
Just really quick, as you start shouting at me, I'm just gonna move, like shift myself just a little bit to be right up next to you. Because the
Small,
distance-
can I check on the tectonic plates in the region?
God,
You'll be all right. That
There
boulder,
are ramifications.
that boulder might not be okay.
Yeah, I think I just left a fucking gouge in the mountainside.
you
Yeah.
are.
I'm just gonna look over. Just hang on there a second.
You're
We're gonna
fucking
get.
gargantuan. That's crazy.
I'm 60
Yes.
feet tall. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so, Noct, can you hear us?
I'm literally next to you. Yes.
So loud. Okay, so here's the plan.
when life gives you much,
What?
capture a shadow.
When life gives you mushrooms,
Capture a
We need-
shadow.
run with it for an hour.
We need to head towards the lake.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be better if
Anything specific that we're
carry
doing?
us?
Like,
Oh god, it really hurts, Noct. If you could try whispering, possibly, or not oh, it's haunting me.
Ew, his
Okay,
breath is hot and stinky.
so warm, so
So
warm.
I think
Okay, so Noct, could you grab one of the shadow entities and scoop him into the jar?
do we need to go to the lake? Do you want me to take you to the lake?
I think we'll travel separately.
Wonderful. I'm gonna pick them up.
no. Wait, stop. No.
I'm gonna
We're
pick them
rolling
up.
with it.
I'm gonna pick them up and cast fly on myself.
Oh no. Tony, what have we done?
My brain's now picturing
You
know,
took
in
my
Austin
airship,
Powers-
bitch. I made my own.
in Austin Powers, when the Big Boy restaurant is flying
Yep.
across the radar screen,
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
fully just picturing that.
Yeah, yeah. It's fine. It's totally 100%
I
so
guess-
fine.
Is
So
faster.
fine.
Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go.
Hey, Noct, roll me a d6.
Oh yeah, man, for
Oh
sure.
no, you're gonna smallerize right now.
I dropped the dice. That doesn't count.
Okay.
It's a
We would be
1.
launched into orbit.
Oh,
One.
His size
a
changed
one.
right now. We would launch into orbit.
So you're flying now. Reese, were you included in this?
I sure hope we would have flown.
I
away.
I hope so because I'm.
You're all flying through the air on a 60-foot Noct.
Oh. I'm trying really hard to still be cool with this tie. But I have a few concerns.
And then the
Being
never-ending
honest here.
story starts
Dude,
to play background.
I
The
have
min-
many concerns.
the mental image of everybody just chilling.
I don't
Like
remember
tiny
this
tie.
episode of Atla.
I'm gonna tear off a tiny piece.
I
of
really wish I
prosciutto
could
and just
draw.
start passing cured meats back to Ty.
What?
We could literally set up camp on the back of Noct right now.
God.
Fucking
If nothing else, this is efficient. I guess
Tiny Tie and the Flying Titans. I don't know.
while we're here, guys, how do we get the shadow in the jar?
Well,
Can we?
that's a tie or a Noct question because I can't do
Yeah,
that.
I don't know how to do that.
If it concerns the mental prowess and the brain, I got you there. But anything outside
No,
of
that's
that,
fine. We need a direction because I've got this jar and I really just want to get through this.
Do you really want to ask the 60-foot giant that has made people eat mushrooms and is now flying through the air how to
Yeah,
do
Ty,
something right now?
What are your thoughts?
Hey, Noct.
Yo, what's up?
It's about that time that you're just having the time of your life up here. You're flying through the air. You got your friends all, sailing along. How high do you think you would have taken them?
Not that high. I'm not trying to be like super up in the clouds. We're probably pretty close to
But
the
would
tree
you
cover.
have a good grasp of your speed? Because you're now 60 feet tall.
Oh
Oh,
god,
If you were
I'm
flying
so
your normal
fast.
flying speed,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's 60.
relative
Yeah.
So, like,
velocity, we're
For
now
you,
going like
so I want
thousands
you to
of
think about this
kilometers
for a
per hour.
second.
So fast.
60, you're a 60-foot tall person. So
Right.
for you, going up 2 feet, it's technically going up 120 feet.
Anyway, my
Yeah, it sounds
answer
like
is
it's
I would
guys.
try to be close to the tree line, not up in the clouds. Is my answer.
Okay. So
Are we gonna TPK like this?
it's about that time
About that time.
you feel this like energetic tickle through the nerve endings of your body. And all of a sudden,
Oh no.
and Noct, you're back to regular tall Noct.
Oh,
And now you are all ass over tea kettle hurtling through the air
Am I
towards the
still
ground.
50?
You,
Really?
sir, are no longer 1 foot tall.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm going to the second this happens, because I've been mentally preparing for this, I'm gonna grab Hammer, say Hammer, help, and like throw Hammer in the direction that I am falling, and reach back and grab Ty with my other arm, and just pray to God that Hammer will drag me out of this because they can fly.
So I like to imagine Reese and I are just like flying in the air next to each other at this point. So that was.
I don't know why they're so concerned.
As you're falling through the air,
Really not that big of a deal.
So
Yeah.
no one has Featherfall. The wizard.
as you're
doesn't.
falling through the air,
Got us. It's okay.
Describe how.
We're gonna get through this, Ty.
Describe for me how you clutch arms with Tiny Tie in this moment where your hammer is going one way and Ty is kind of going another way. Like, how do you bridge that
Well,
gap?
Ty wouldn't be going another way yet. We would have had the
Okay.
same relative velocity to that direction. So
True.
here's what had happened.
What happened was-
I gotta like over
Object in
20 on my
motion, blah,
crafting
blah, blah.
roll for his harness. So I would have designed his harness in such a way that when he got larger, it would have like break points to pop away. And so when I heard his harness start breaking, I would have realized, fuck, he's flying off. So his arm would have been right here. I would have just reached up and like grabbed where I thought his arm was going to be.
Okay.
And like
So
lock him.
now the two of you are locked, kind of lockstep, regular size now.
Yep. And I
Um,
tossed Hammer in front, and I am praying to God that Hammer catches my drift because I want
Okay.
Hammer to
Not catch your drift.
slow back and catch up so I can grab it and fly
Hurt.
it down.
So it whisks away and it comes back, snaps into your hand, and you're still falling through the air,
Okay.
rapidly approaching the ground, and your mental pathway connects. And you're like,
Up, please.
anytime now would be great. And all you hear is snickering.
Say, look, I agreed. Your brother's a dick.
And right before you smash into the earth, the hammer stops in midair and your hand slips basically through the grip and you just kind of
So bad.
splash onto the ground with no damage, but it hurts like a bitch. Like a
We should go to
bitch.
counseling.
Just wild snickering that only you can hear.
I'm gonna fly down with
I'm gonna
Reese.
check on Ty. Is Ty okay?
Ty is fine. Ty may not be fine, but Ty is physically okay.
Yeah, so me,
If I
me and
take a
Reese.
second, he just goes. Just,
Ty, I don't think we're doing very well.
like, so just think about it this way: small to regular size suddenly, grabbed,
Mhm.
forced through like downward, and then just stops. My stomach and stuff are still like up
Left,
there.
Yeah.
way up there.
I'm trying my best, and I know it's not going well, but we're gonna be okay.
Fine. It's fine.
So Reese and I are just gonna fly down very casually. So are we going to the
So
lake
mad at y'all.
or are we? What are we?
I think we should
Give
go-
me a fucking second.
So
Knock
fair.
literally gives you a second. So are we?
The dagger.
The vein. The
Yeah,
vein.
just- I.
Thunk.
Okay.
Oh my.
I need.
A
You
mushroom?
know what? Never mind. No, absolutely fucking not. You should throw those away and never use them again for anything
Down to
ever.
71 of them.
That's great. They will be burned. Okay. I got what we were doing now. I had the idea of what we were going to do. Now we have to go back before we go forward, because the plan has once again shifted because we are now back to normal size. So, because you can't just grab a shadow out of the sky now.
I could eat another mushroom.
You could not.
You can fly.
I can fly. That's true.
I'm just thinking along the lines of what do we wish to do? If the idea is to distract our grab, if we go to the lake at this point, there's a lot of them there.
Right.
So
I thought that's why we were going there.
yes, I think stealth would be on our side at this point, because if we want to entrap one, we need to essentially get one away from the others.
It's a good thing I'm not 60 feet tall anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
I
a
did
good
put
thing
our-
you didn't finish flying through the air very far.
Yeah, I think we would expose ourselves too much if we tried to backtrack, Ty. That's my concern.
I'm not talking about going backwards. I'm talking about
Ah.
what are we doing going forward.
Physically take a
I'm-
pause. That's fine.
Yes.
I still
yeah.
don't know how to put this thing in a jar. So somebody's gonna have to tell me how to get this thing.
Okay,
in a jar.
that's a good question. How do we put things in
I
a jar?
think the best way to get it in the jar is for it to get in the jar itself. Does that make sense?
Do we have any method or means to do that?
I mean, they tend to be pretty violent.
Kind of comes with a sucking sound, typically.
I don't have any capabilities on that front.
Um,
I know somebody does. I do not.
If they come running towards you and you're like
Yeah.
holding a jar,
Yeah.
and then you just
I c-
shove a jar at them.
that's the fair thing. They typically do not like my light.
Do not like in the way of they come
Repelling.
to attack it, or they run
I,
away.
do they come to?
You're
If these are similar to the shadows when we first met each other, not you, Noct. When I used my
They cleared away.
radiance, they flew away.
Okay.
So
So if we could like funnel them,
so.
mhm.
Do they not like any form of light, like dancing light? Can I just make like one very low dancing light?
It was specifically the spiritual light
Okay,
or the radiant light.
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
So that may be something we need to, if we wish. My thought is to do, if I
Wait.
can, yes,
Tony, how much does this jar weigh?
How big is it?
I don't know. You think it weighs like 5 pounds, right? Like
there's a
around-
pearl in it, and it's got a magic. It does have a magic circle spell on it. That's kind of what we did with it.
Yeah, we
That was the
inscribed
idea.
it.
a lot of magic in it.
I would say it's probably somewhere between 5 and 8 pounds, somewhere in there.
Cool. I have an idea. let's
Oh,
use this
okay.
for an awful backup plan. This is a backup plan. 100%.
Okay.
Come up with
Okay.
something else. But
All right.
have plan B.
We have plan B, so what is plan A? The thought that I'm having is what we need essentially is some way to get at least one away from the others. Or at least maybe a few.
Decoy?
That was my thought, is a decoy. Someone either fast enough or quick enough to
Yep.
get Reese.
Oh, hey.
Hey, why is it so bright in here? Why is it so bright in here?
I think you guys are talking about Graham. Graham.
Would you
Ah.
I could make you invisible.
Got these little legs.
And you could just like go upset something and then lead it back with like your voice or noises or twigs.
In all seriousness, if
They don't
I'm about
fly,
to-
right? I could just fly.
Oh, the- There's
Swim
different
fly.
types. There's the walkers, and then there's the not.
Oh yeah.
You've run into both. Maybe not everything in the tool shed, but you know,
Most of the tools.
normal of the stuff, anyways.
Oh. Yeah, I can try my best. And do we at least know, or at least are we agreeing to at least a place where we're gonna lead them to? I don't need mom and dad
Yeah, we need to be
bickering.
leading them. We need to be leading them to where presumably I am with the box because I can close the box
Okay.
and hold the box.
Or
Or somebody else can do the box. Somebody has to do
Jar.
the jar,
jar box, box jar.
box.
Jar. The jarred box.
Jar box.
Yeah.
It's a mimic. Anyways,
Jar Bard.
No, I think,
kind of.
Yeah.
Pseudo mimic.
and what we could potentially do is we can try to get one so that we can capture, and once we capture, we can push a bunch of them away. That would be where I come in.
If Reese can lead them over here and get
Yeah.
them kind of funneled in. That works.
Sounds good
So
to me.
Reese, do you want to be invisible? Is that something that you want, or do you?
I think
How about you just hold on to that, and then as I approach closer, you can get me invisible so the heat gets off of me.
I have to touch you.
Oh. No, I think we
Yep.
could do this without it. I think we got this. I think we're capable enough.
I think the
Okay.
idea would be to get one, and it follows Reese.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for Tony. Can I do a roll or something? I want to see if there's any like just natural in the terrain. Is there any stone formation or like hill layouts that would give me a decent funnel to channel them into a pinch point?
Sure, roll a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You surmise between kind of like a thin little gully. There's like a hill here and a hill here, and they kind of come into like a creek, not a creek, but like where the water would go if it was to
Yeah.
rain. But it's kind of tight because it's growed over on both sides, so it's kind of like this like cut.
That's
So
fine. So
you
I'm
could
gonna
probably-
make my way there with the jar.
Grim,
Um,
Grim, one second. Noct is going to start poking you with a staff as you're doing that. I'm going to give you Fortune's favor.
Thank you. Like, yeah.
Um,
Yes. Did I forget something?
I'm glad
and
you
then
finished that.
So
sentence.
I'll head to the pinch point with the jar. Ty, if you could join me so that you could use your channeled light.
But
Um,
before I do that, I'm going to go to Reese and use Enhance Ability to give you Cat's Grace. So you have advantage on dexterity checks, which would include things like stealth.
We get the party support going. Let's go.
I already have advantage to stealth.
But it's
Perfect.
just stealth.
Yeah,
This is all dexterity thing. So, like,
Oh shit.
Enhance
Yeah,
ability
so-
dope.
It is dope. Holy fuck. Okay.
Yeah. So now, Reese, we can give you easy directions of where you're trying to goat them into following you to. If you can get some of the runners to flow through
Run.
this pinch point,
Yeah.
or chase you into this kind of gully, you can fly away after. And Ty and I will get one of them shoved into a jar.
Fortune's favor, basically, you can choose to use it for to reroll, pretty much. So if you roll an ability check, you can reroll that. If something makes an attack roll against you, you can roll a d20 and choose which roll it uses.
Nice.
mm,
Nice.
Single use?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to cast Mage Armor and Gift of Alacrity on myself.
nice.
All right.
And I have to concentrate on this for. It only lasts for an hour. So
Cool.
if we're gonna do this, we need to do this.
Okay.
Knock,
Make your
I would say
assault.
let's have you somewhere close-ish.
Yeah, there's a bush somewhere.
Yeah, go find
Yeah.
go find a bush like somewhere where you're not directly in the AOE range where the two of us are because
Oh, yeah.
you're squishy.
100%.
So,
I will be out of range in a bush. Thank you.
Find you a bush. Be over here.
Turn invisible because of your new feed.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Never takes damage. Bushing
Apparently.
it up.
Your only feet.
Hashtag Bushmage.
Yeah, I, by the way, still have not taken any actual feats.
You have a feat.
Yeah, but
You're
I
a
haven't
Bushmage.
taken any.
That's fine. You've been given one.
Um,
Voluntold, as it were.
that's funny. And then I'll set the jar I'll set the jar out with the lid like propped nearby so I can quickly and easily swoop and just put it essentially directly next to me.
Perfect. So, Reese, how do you butter yourself up for this little sachet past the town?
I will.
Any pep talks? Any stretching? Like, what are you doing? Dressing up?
I'm gonna kind of ruffle my feathers up. Yeah, make
Oh,
me
okay.
look all birdly and presentable. I'm gonna like cough a little bit and do like some vocal warm ups, like
Okay.
la 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 la.
Perfect.
And then
Love that.
I'm gonna find the most like, I guess the shadow people aren't like super inside of me, right? I still have to go fly and then bring them back towards us, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're. Let's say if the edge of the forest was like quarter mile or so to the edge of town. So
Okay.
you're probably a full quarter, a little over a quarter of a mile to your funnel point.
Cool. I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group, and kind of like even turning myself towards the bush. I'm gonna look at them and the bush and say, "It was if anything goes wrong, it was nice working with you guys. Just know that if I don't make it, I have a lot of respect for all of you, and if one of you can just like not talk about the places I've taken you to, that'd be great. If you see that turtle from a long time ago, stab him for me."
Will do.
See,
Ready to stab that one.
see you gentlemen
Beautiful.
later. And then I will whoosh and fly away towards the shadow people.
Perfect. In your approach to the town, do you want to make it to town before being spotted? Do you give two shits when you're spotted? Like, how would you approach this mission?
In the most non-rogue way possible, as soon as I get to the edge of town and I start seeing people, I want to do like the scariest, hair-raising, catches you off guard owl screech that you hear in the middle of the night, to just get as much as tension in that area as possible.
You make your way to the edge of town, and you kind of like turn into like a long sweeping turn so you can get a look as you're coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And at first you're like, where the fuck are all the shadows? The fuck? Oh, there's one. Oh, okay. There's another. Oh. Wow, there's another. Are those people? Those are people. Those are people. And so you see people and shadows still in town. But that's about all you can decipher is you see people, but you're not really sure what's going on in that particular space. And you bank real hard at the very end to keep from flying right into town. And you let out your screech. And it reverberates off of all the buildings and across the valley. And this like deafening just screech from utter hell. And about a third of the shadows turn and look your way from inside the town. What are you doing?
As soon as I get their attention, I'm gonna start bringing my flight closer to the ground and going straight towards where we agreed to go to the jar.
Okay. So you have about probably 120 to 160 feet lead on these entities. Roll me a d6.
5.
You know, instant by instant, you are kind of, flying really low to the ground, and you're beating your wings and you're setting them to so that you glide at a, like a falcon's pace, but you're an owl. And you swear that the couple of shadows that were kind of like out front, like the closest to you, like one moment you turn your shoulder over and they're that 150 feet back. And you kind of turn your head to kind of duck and miss the next tree. And the moment you turn your head back the other way, they're like 60 feet closer than they should be.
Oh shit.
And you're flying and you're flying and you're beating your wings and you're trying to get to your friends. And Graham, you guys watch. Now you can see Reese coming through the forest, your direction. And you watch as these like impossibly long-handed, like reaching from one tree to the next, pulling themselves between the shadows, like rubber bands of shadow. Just ping, ping, ping. Like, just unnaturally fast. Almost like World War Z zombie style. Like, just a dead run at you. But in this, like, really rubber bandy type fashion.
Okay.
And right as Reese turns that little divot corner to go into the funnel, the first one launches its shadowy hand forward and tries to grab him by the foot. He's now close enough.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Just grab Reese.
Oh.
I think we lost somebody, but maybe he'll be back. Maybe Storms. I don't know.
How far is Reese
So
from us?
roll a dexterity saving throw for me, Reese.
How far is Reese from us still?
Maybe 30, 40 feet.
Do
Don't
I
forget-
get? Does Cat's Grease still give me advantage on that?
That was only on chat,
I don't.
I'll
I
check.
don't think so.
Yeah, it's on checks.
but you
Ooh, yeah. Natural 20. 27 would be the total.
Holy shit.
And as you turn and it's kind of hard to fathom feeling a shadow. Being a shadow is what it is. But you feel this presence like just about to impact your talons on the back left side. And you instinctually drag your feet up and tuck them underneath you as you duck your wings and do a roll as the shadow misses and grabs a stick from the ground and tosses it aside as it continues to follow you.
I don't want to be touched.
And you should be coming towards us now, right?
Yeah.
You are now finishing the turn that now puts you at where they're supposed to be. So you're moving into the turn where whatever the fuck it is you're going to do happens now. So what's going on? How does this
I'm
go?
gonna yell up to Reese. Reese, just fly directly over me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Just fly a
90
free path
degree
and
up.
keep going. Yeah. And what I'm doing right now is, since we're kind of reaching that halfway point, I'm preparing an action. Essentially, I'm going to cast Earthen Grasp once the creature is like 15 feet in front of my current position.
Okay.
But functionally, what I also want to do is scoot the jar a little further in that direction for one, and then I am going to step back, like another 10 feet.
Okay. As
Complicated, but I think you can imagine what I'm going for now.
as Reese hits his 90 degree and goes up, the entities are lockstep. You shove it forward, you hold your spell, and the first entity literally enters the space almost as you do it. What is the save against that?
14 strength.
That is going to be a no. That was a 7 on the dice.
All right.
so
So it's grappled.
Okay. So the first one gets grappled. The other one climbs over the top of it and keeps going.
I
that's fine.
will, at this point,
What are you
or
going
wait,
for? Ty?
I was going to use my radiance.
My fear on using the radiance is I don't want to lose the one I grappled, depending on like how they are pushed away.
It doesn't push them away.
So-
That would be a turn. This is a
Okay.
radiance
If it's just gonna scare
does.
the rest away, we have like another 15 feet before they get here, so I was just gonna try to shove it in the box first before we
Go do it.
scare
then.
all of them away.
Quickly.
But
Because
yeah,
if it's one is chasing
order of
after,
operations while can I do whatever I need to do to try to shove this thing in the jar?
As this is going to happen simultaneously, essentially.
Yeah.
Like you're stuffing it into the box with the grasp as the other one is climbing over it to go past.
got
So
it.
you got the first
Then-
one, but the second one was literally like they're back to
As long
back
as
to
I
back to
have
back
it
to back to
and
back.
secured, and I'm not gonna lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
Fuck
do.
it. Get rid of the rest.
Okay.
So as you do that, Ty, it comes over the top to continue after Reese. What happens?
I will grab my holy symbol
Okay.
and cast Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. So 30 feet from me. Any dispels any magical darkness within 30 feet. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet that doesn't have total cover must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
15.
It's a 6 on the die. That is a no.
Okay. So they take 2d10 plus
Ooh.
7 radiant damage.
9 to 29. That's- It's a whole lot of sunshine.
Mm.
19 radiant damage.
As you clutch the symbol and you close your eyes and then open them again, there's like a beam that shoots out in front of your face where your eyes meet it, and there's like this triangulation of radiant like beams of energy that hit and then erupt into almost like a force field like look of radiant energy just kind of flickering and glowing in front of you. When you do that, the one baddie gets shoved into the jar. Do you close the lid as you do that? Okay. As you close the lid on the jar, Ty's shit goes off. And you watch this like roiling eruption of like shards of shadow, like just get ripped to pieces in front of you as your radiant burst does way more damage than you thought it would do at all. And the next several in line also just kind of shred and rip apart. But there are still several more behind that.
So I kind of like breathe for a second and I go, I've only got one more of those. So if we're running or what have you, then we need to do it. But if we're doing anything else, if there's more coming, we need to. We've got what we need, what we came for.
Reese,
At
there's
least for
still
this
more
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reese, are there more following after this second group? Can we kill them all, or are they just going to keep coming? I feel like Reese would have been able to see that.
I'll let you answer that, Reese.
Can I perception check to see how much more?
If that's how you would like to handle it, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, that's not looking good. That's. I am. One second. I have a thing I can do real quick.
Hey, Doc, roll me a D100.
Where's Psychonic? Where's Psychic Neck? Psychonic Neck. Psychonic Neck.
Thank you.
Where's my Psychonic abilities? Clash features. Thank you. Dang nabbit. Psychic power. Um. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember, sometimes you can't find the things you're looking for.
I thought you were going to tell me to keep my hands and feet inside the cart.
Right at all times. Yeah. Or the
Please keep your.
zones for loading and unloading of passengers only.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to basically do the psychonic version of guidance. So I'm going to use psychonic powered psi bolstered knack. So if I fail an ability check using a skill or a tool which you have proficiency, I can roll one psychonic die, energy die, 1d8, and add the number to the roll to the check.
Nice.
All right.
Is that cool? That sound good to the DM?
Yeah, go with it.
All right.
For it.
I'm gonna do that.
We're coming.
Okay, that's way better. So that's gonna be 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 7 is 20 out of 20.
Yeah, you're good to go.
How many does my Oho see?
You see roughly 30.
I'm gonna dive bomb back down and be like, there's about 30. I don't think we can deal with that many.
I mean, how many did Ty just get rid of?
Like 3 or 4.
But they have to be within 30 feet of me.
Unless you want to bring them. I mean, we have to make this decision now. But
Yeah.
if you want to bring them all centered on you, I think we could have a fighting chance. But that's that's something you have to be willing to do. I can't make that decision for you.
Do we have a way to get away?
I don't think so. These guys run really fucking fast. I
So,
was basically
I-
dashing.
Okay, so I will. They have to get close. So if they're coming, there's like I have to just like hope for the best, and I have an idea that may work possibly.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is casting a spell at this level. I'm essentially going to make them. I'm not well. Oh,
You got this. You got this, Ty. Just tell me what you need me to do, and I'll do it.
okay. So first things first. This is a third level spell. Okay. This is going to be fun. All right. Spirit Guardians.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
casting Spirit Guardians.
Fuck,
Uh,
yeah.
So
oh boy.
suddenly
At what
from
level?
it's at third. It is higher levels. It just adds the damage. But you know what?
God.
Well, it's at third level. I only have one fourth level spell, and I'm going to save that. So I'm casting Spirit Guardians at third level. That is my come on.
Is that concentration?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, because what I want to do, the whole idea.
Channel divinity concentration? It's not
No.
really a spell, it's an ability.
Yep.
Yeah. So the idea is have these things come into this range. They will be if they will make melee spell attack. That's new. Nope, I'm looking at spiritual weapon. That's dumb.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians is saving throw as they enter.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you when you cast a spell, you can designate a number of creatures that you see that are unaffected by it. You guys, affected creature
Can't see me, I'm on a
speed is
board.
halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts a turn, it must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much. So the idea is let them come.
And come they shall.
So,
Come they shall.
and I'm just gonna like basically get the box the jar in such a way, and then
He's gonna
I
living
kinda-
bomb them. Is what he's gonna do.
yeah,
Yeah, he
let
is.
them come, and
Fuck a
then
badass.
once they're all in range,
Okay. So here's how this goes down, right? So you guys are like, the jar is closed. The several that were there are have been dissipated by Ty's radiant energy. You all, Reese pops back down. Guys, there's so many of them coming. And in this moment, you turn to each other and try to quickly decipher a plan, something that'll save you, because as you said, these things move way too fast to get away. Like, you can't teleport, you're kind of fucked. And in that moment, Ty, your fucking eyes like flicker and start to glow this like radiant, warm, just flames just start licking at your eyelids and at the corners of your eyes. And you guys swear you see Ty's symbol just like softly pulsing that same light, that same energy. And when he speaks, the air like around him just has this like the wisps of his, like if you were to see your breath like in the wintertime, it just has this like radiantness coming out of it, and it starts to like emanate out and out and out and out and out and out and out. And as he releases the incantation, having the only thought within himself to channel this energy, finally you see this like coalescing, like just shimmering shield of radiant energy, and these entities dive bombing through this funnel to get to you guys. They all come together in mass, clawing over top of one another, twisting, turning, heads popping, shadowy claws that aren't arms, but they're not real. And it's almost like they all snap together into like one fucking Voltron-y type shadow, as it like rubber bands itself in a slingshot, kind of like Zack from frickin' League of Legends, into your trap,
Guardian?
essentially.
Yeah.
And slam face first into your guardians. Roll your damage.
Okay.
And that was a wisdom save.
Yes,
All right, we're gonna collectively roll that on
that's
this
a
one.
16.
16. That is a fail by 1.
Oh shit. So that's 3d8 radiant. Where's my
Roll
radiant?
3 8s. Roll 3 8s. Pick number 8, my lord.
1, 1, 1.
Big damage.
Not
Big damage, no
quite.
way.
Big Daddy D.
Eight plus 7,
15.
15 plus 19.
Again. Nice.
19.
So as this,
That's
as this
the Spirit Guardian's damage.
picture, you know how light looks whenever you shine it into a disco ball?
Mm-hmm.
Picture that, only the bits of light are shadow, as it's like fragmenting, as it's trying to pull itself together and launch into you. And then as soon as that wave of energy impacts it, you just see these shreds getting torn away, like that disco ball like diffusion or diffraction. And you just hear this sickening, sucking, hissing sound as the shadow ball of fucking entities just erupts into vapor. And your spirit shield is just around you. And you all are looking at Ty, looking at this way and that way, and there's no more shadows right now, right this very instant. But you're pretty sure that if you stay here, there might be something that finds you.
We
Time to
shouldn't
go.
move.
Stealthily, we should
So
go.
if I will, I have the the second radiance of the dawn, the channel divinity, on hand, so I can turn this off so we can get away. Because this is you'll see, like these are basically glowing like
Yeah.
angel, like
Yeah.
can't really.
Oh, totally. Can't really get away from that.
Yeah, stay
So-
safe. Hear us. I'd rather us not. So I will tell that and say we need to go, or at least find a place to hide or something for now.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you have a direction that you would like to travel?
We want to move closer.
What are you looking for?
That's a
we need-
good.
That's a question.
That's a question.
I think we
didn't-
should maybe get further into the forest for a bit,
Yeah,
not
but then
too far away.
Reverse.
Yeah,
Outside the perimeter where there are normally shadows.
yeah. Kind of going back where we came from, but maybe in a different location, just
Yeah.
in case.
Okay.
We
I
can do
agree.
that.
Who's helming this search for a location to hide?
Ty's the smartest one. Or Reese can fly.
I think it's-
survival's shit. So
I think it's
I'm
easier.
not.
Oh, fuck.
I'll stand
I can-
within 5 feet of whoever's leading.
I can survive if you feel better, Reese.
I think I should stop flying because then that
Okay.
kind of.
Yeah, agreed. All right. So-
Graham, to be fair, you are lucky right now.
You do have that fortune's favor. You could.
Does he want to use it for
I mean,
this?
do I want to use it for
Roll.
a survival check? Yeah.
It is
Like, Ty,
limited on
you
time.
could.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Okay, so you probably should.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
cool.
you're
I'll
closing in on that.
And I can cast
Oh.
guidance on you, since I'm no longer concentrating on on the spirit guardians. So you can add a D4.
Then Tony, I am leading. I am going towards the base.
All right. What is your role, sir?
Uh, 12 plus. Wait, what am I rolling? Survival?
Survival.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's 12, 15 plus 4, or plus a d4.
Mm-hmm.
God, numbers are fucking hard, man. Okay, so that's a 19. I should probably. Fortune's favor. Can I choose to take the other, or do I have to take the second roll?
You
You
no,
can
I think you
choose.
can choose.
Yeah, you choose.
Okay, so I roll before I decide.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you can roll both and then just choose whichever. Or if you roll like a nat 20, you don't have to use the fortune's favor.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But
I'm
you
gonna-
already rolled.
I got to a 19 here, so I'm gonna keep the 19 for this.
Okay.
So that's it. That's her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. We're stopping there.
Yeah, he
Okay.
doesn't have to
For
use it.
this
if he
one,
doesn't
I'm
want
gonna
Yeah.
take a 19.
Yeah, totally fine.
I'd like to see
Um,
what happens as a result of this roll to see if I need the fortune's favor.
So it doesn't take too long for you to spot kind of like a really, 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 really big old ass tree that's kind of like in the side of a hillside. And as you're kind of following this tree down and like, God damn. Oh, okay. Kind of carved into the bluff next to where this big tree is, you see a dark space
Okay.
that you would surmise to be like some small cave or something to that effect.
Yeah, I'm going in there.
Okay. You plummet inside and it is pitch black.
Light.
It is no longer pitch black. And it is similar in nature, Ty, to that little bitty cave that you got into when you were in the Shadowfell.
Oh,
Kind of
There we
feels
go.
the same.
Shadows in here.
Only the
Okay.
ones that dance from natural light.
Okay.
There we go.
Then gonna scooch us in here and try to mask the door a little bit.
Okay. Roll me a deception check with advantage, as you have plenty of stone to work with.
That's a 14, but we're gonna re-roll that.
Even on advantage, by the way, you can use Fortune's favor. So if you don't like what you get out of advantage, you can still roll again.
Okay. Well, that's and I don't have guidance anymore. Guidance is consumed, right?
Yeah, I can do it again. You've got it.
Okay. Okay. Then that puts us at a dirty at 21.
Okay.
God.
You feel like you are pretty sufficiently hidden or masked.
Perfect.
Pretty sufficiently, you think.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down with the jar and say nothing. I am just shell shocked with my jar.
All the sweat.
Fully dissociated.
Your social battery has gone from here to
Staring
here.
into the distance, holding the jar.
That one?
What are we doing?
It did. I think knowing that they are vulnerable to radiant damage, I think is a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is Ty your only source of radiant?
I'm a wizard, dog.
Yeah, I know you're not.
I don't have anything.
I mean, Rig might have radiant. I don't think he does. I think Rig maybe has necrotic. Is where my brain goes. when I
That's a
think
Rig
bridge
may
we'll
not
have
know.
to cross
Rig may
when
not
we
know
get there.
if Rig has radiant.
true. Also that.
And
I don't.
I
think,
will let. I don't believe Priz does either because she's a druid.
Ty, can you teach me that radiant magic?
So I'm gonna say this as plainly as possible. The answer is no, because believe it or not, the power that I wield comes from my deity directly. That's where my
Right.
power comes from. There's unless I'll put it like this: if you would like to have a actual conversation about faith and belief and believe in the deity that I follow or any deity whatsoever, you might be able to have access to that. But other than that, it is not a teachable thing. I can teach you how to say the words and and do the verbals and the somatics and the materials, but what the main material thing I have is this, and it's the holy symbol. And you can't fake this.
So the being or creature or whatever it is that gives you power, where does it take power from? Fair enough.
I don't know from where you come from, but I will assume you come from a world where there are no deities, no god figures. Is that an accurate statement?
There are things beyond us.
Mm-hmm.
They are not to worship.
Fair. And I think that's where our abilities could differ. I'll say fine. My powers are bestowed upon me by the worship that I give to my deity. To gain access to my abilities, I have to have faith.
I think at some point I want to have a conversation about faith.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not right this second.
No, I don't think tonight in this moment is the time. But as you can see,
A shocking presence of mind from Noct here.
the
Hey,
faith,
Reese, roll me a perception check.
You got it, boss.
faith can be very powerful. If this was a
22.
Your owlin ears hear in the very distance the shrieking of the Gloomstalkers.
Everybody quiet. Shh. They're crying. They're screeching. I can hear them with my owls on my head.
Caw, caw, caw.
That's racist.
That was beautiful.
I'm obviously an owl.
That was so
And
good.
that's where we're going to end for tonight because I don't think that we could get any better
That's
than that.
racist.
Right
no
there.
hesitation.
That was so good.
Like,
Oh,
sometimes you just hit the pinnacle.
I love you.
That was the pinnacle. Thank you so much for watching the Golden Feathers of Tien Tank tonight. We're going to go straight into the outros. Dakota.
Hey, I've been Dakota Orsure. I played Noct, the elf wizard thing that is racist against birds.
Radiance.
The Arbor Society is going to be on our ass.
Man, you guys.
Is it Arbor, Audubon? Which one's the bird one?
I think it's
Audubon.
Audubon. Because Arbor's tree.
Honestly, possibly both of them. We pissed off the owl people and the bird people.
Yeah.
Automatopoeia. I don't know. Knocked. Or not knocked. Fuck me, man. See, now you got me all screwed up. Ty.
Hi, I am Damon, and I was playing Ty, your light domain elven cleric, who has
Big
who
again,
is
small
having
again, big again.
having a lot of fun religious trauma dumping. Woo!
Yay!
All good.
Times.
All good. If you want to find me, I'm DMA Gamer 79 on most like TikTok and Blue Sky and such. So social media.
Social me, social you. Hello,
There you
Amador.
Mamador. I
Amador.
play an Owlin, not an Aarakocra, an Owlin.
Wow.
Psychic Blade Rogue. Thank you.
Cuts deep. It really cuts deep, and you can't even tell that it cut you. Bull.
I'm Bull. I play Gramgarn, and I am deeply confused with the sequence of events for the evening.
What do you mean?
I don't.
And I am DM Dragons. I've been your KS facilitator for this wonderful evening. I have no idea what the hell just happened. So, we're going to kick it on out of here with the goodbye video that I'll find here in a minute, which is right there. It's not right there.
I did write my last big note.
Don't
Reese is an
know
Owlin, not an Aarakocra.
where is the outro? There it is. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's going to happen next time? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.